Hello everyone, this is Debbie Henderson from Debbie's Designs. Welcome to my afternoon tea time and a card. Oh look, I put the wrong, this is for Friday. I'm starting out well. So welcome everyone, I can see you all hopping on. Before I get started, just a few announcements because it is a brand new month. This is my new hostess code for the month of March. And I also have my free gifts that you can earn with a $50 order, the Heart and Home doilies, a $75 order, the doilies, and 12 sheets of the Pattern Party Designer paper. And with a $100 order, I'll add in all of these along with the Clear Wink of Stella. And I've had quite a few of you guys place orders in the last 2 days already. Now we have a couple promotions. I want to talk to you a little bit about the Waves of the Ocean collection. That's a new promotion that started. And look at all the goodies here. So that includes the Waves of Inspiration stamp set. You can see how pretty all the images are, along with all of these pretty dies. I have one here that I had left over. Let me just remove these so you can see what the label looks like. And I've already created 2 cards that I posted on my blog. You've probably seen them. This was the first one. Now this is part of the tutorial medley team that I'm on. I have 9 free project sheets that you can earn for free if you order any of these products that I'm going to show you. I added some Clear Wink of Stella on the wave there. And then on this one, I used the wave image and I stamped one on the top, one on the bottom, put a strip of designer paper in the middle, and then just added some clouds and some bling. So let me show you the products. I showed you the stamps and the dies already. Look at this pretty paper. Just going to show you, these are 6 of the patterns, and then I'll flip them over. These are just so unique. Now let me flip them over to show you the other side. This is the other side. Look at this one. It's got multiple colors on it. I love the addition of the granny apple on this one. So 12 nice, unique designs. And then, sorry about the glare, these are foil sheets in 3 colors. I'm going to try not to leave this on too long because it does glare with my lights. Look how pretty those are. And then we have the bling. This one's not open, but I started using this one. I just want to show you all the pretty colors. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different colors there. So pretty. So if you place an order during the month of March for any of the products I just showed you, you'll get the free project sheets sent to you. Okay, let's get started. Today I'm using Hello Ladybug, Happy and Heartfelt for my stamp sets, Ladybug Builder Punch, Whale Builder Punch, and then for inks, I have Pool Party, Highland Heather, Real Red, Bermuda Bay, and I have all of these ink refills because I'm doing a technique with you today. I just want to see if I can see you guys. Okay, so I've got Flirty Flamingo, Memento Black, Pool Party, Real Red, Bermuda Bay, and Highland Heather. I've got a blending brush that I'll be using with Pool Party. Stampin' Blends markers. I've got the dark Real Red and the light basic black, Wink of Stella. And then I'll show you what else I use as I'm moving along. Now before I get started on my cards, I wanted to show you some really neat ladybugs since I'm using the ladybug set. Some of you guys have seen the one I posted. This is my little caterpillar. You can see that I added some Clear Wink of Stella on some of the circles. So all I did was cut out the bodies and just layered them on top of each other so the head is covered. Very easy to achieve. You can make it as long or as short as you want. These are my little bumblebees. Now this is very easy to do. You use basic black. Before you cut it out, cut some Bumblebee 1/4-inch cardstock pieces. So I used the 11-inch side of my black cardstock. I added 3 1/4-inch strips, and then I cut out with my punch. Now this is with Balmy Blue, no, this is Pool Party. And then I wanted to soften the look, so I added a layer of vellum over the Pool Party and added a rhinestone in the middle. And there's one with just the vellum. So 3 different ways to do the Bumblebee. And then these are done with designer paper, either the designer paper wings or the designer paper body. They look great, both of them. So just a few different things you can do with your Ladybug Builder Punch. Okay, let's get going on the technique. I can see a lot of you guys on already. I am doing the rolling marbles technique. It's an old technique, but I know some of you guys are new to stamping, so I thought I would reintroduce it. Now, we no longer sell these wide cases. I always keep 3 marbles inside. I put it away like this so I know where it is when I need it. You just need something that's tall enough so that your marbles will roll around. I'm going to show you what I do with that if you've never seen this technique. I'm going to do 2 cards with you tonight, and these are the 2 cards. And what we're focusing on is the background. You can see I have 3 colors on each background. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to start out with the Ladybug one. So I am using 24 inches of the black and white gingham ribbon. I've already gone ahead and cut it. I'm going to get that ready before I go any further. So I've got my ribbon. I just need to get a scrap piece of paper right here that I have. I wanted the ribbon to be colored to match my background. That's where my Stampin' Blends marker comes in. I just put a scrap piece of paper underneath. I use the wide tip, and then I just color it. Whenever Stampin' Up sells ribbon that has white in it, I always make sure I order a roll, because if I am missing or lacking a color of ribbon, you can color it yourself. It's so easy. So here is 24 inches. And if you flip it over, it's fine. You don't need to flip it over to color it on both sides. It goes through enough so that both sides are colored equally. Look how quick I did this. I'm almost done already. The only thing I need to tell you is to be careful as you're pressing down. You don't want to press down too hard to ruin the tips of your markers. Okay, there. Look how quick. So I now have real red and basic black gingham ribbon. Okay, I'm going to bring in everything else that I need. And let me get my ruler so I can give you measurements. So this is real red, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So let me use my bone folder to press down. Basic black, 5 1/4 by 4. Basic white, 5 by 3 3/4. And then I get the layering circles dies. This is the scallop one that measures 3 inches across. Basic white circle, 2 7/8. And I'm getting ready for my bingo event that it's on the end of the month, and I had a couple of these extra that I had pre-made, so I'm using them. All I did was cut out the bodies with basic black, real red wings, and then I used the little dotted image to stamp on the wings. I had these already made, so I thought I'd use them. Okay, so I'm going to move all of this aside. We're going to focus on the technique. So if you've never seen this, it's pretty neat. I'm going to open up my case. I'm going to add just a little bit of adhesive on the back. And what I want to do is glue it to the top inside of my case right there. And for this one, I am using, you can see the colors, Bermuda Bay, Tuxedo Black, and Real Red. Now do not use what's the other one? Stays on ink. Stays on ink will stain your case. This is water-based, so it will wash off. So now what I'm going to do is add a drop of Bermuda Bay, a drop of Real Red, and a drop of the Memento Black. Okay, so I've got all 3 colors. You can do as many colors as you want. I seem to always want to do 3. Now I'm going to close my case. You're not going to see it, but I'm going to, I don't want to shake too much because the camera is going to probably go crazy on me. You just go back and forth and wet your marbles in the ink. So I'm just going back and forth. You can hear it. Now I'm going to flip it over. Look at the mess. But what's going to happen is the marbles are red and they're going to travel over that cardstock. And you can see what it's doing. I'm going to flip it over again, wet the marbles again. And then I'm going to open this up and look what I just did. I just created some art. I have some wipes here. I'm just going to grab these to wipe them so I can do the next one. So let me put these aside. And I also need to remove this. Wait, let me get my paper piercer and lift this up. So you can see I have all 3 colors in the background. I want to do this for card number 2, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe the inside. Let me get another baby wipe. And what I usually do when I'm doing this on my own without doing a video, I actually go in the kitchen and rinse this under the faucet with water. Okay, I'm going to set this aside to dry so I can use it on my next one. So there's my little background. You can come up with all types of color combinations too. Okay, now let's glue this in place. I'm going to add the basic black to the Real Red. And then I'm going to add the one that we just did, our cool background. Then I'm going to tie the ribbon around. I'm trying to see you guys. I think I have a little bit of extra ribbon there. I just wanted to make sure I had enough. So you probably wouldn't need 24. You can go a little bit less. I'm going to tie a bow. Make my little loops a little shorter. And then I'm going to trim the ends. And I'm going to bring that up over to the center. Almost. Now I'm going to use the basic Real Red scallop circle. I'm going to glue that over the glue that over the ribbon. And then I'll do my stamping on the other one. Okay, so now the sentiment is going to be Bermuda Bay, and it says, "May your greatest wish come true." It's going to go over to the right. Real Red, I'm going to wait and glue this down first. I'm going to do my dots after I have everything glued down. Okay, and there's my little sentiment layer. Make sure that's nice and straight. Next is our 2 little ladybugs. So normally I would do the ladybugs for you, but because I have so many, I ended up doing them for my bingo event, and I did double what I needed. So I have a lot of ladybugs floating around. There's the first one. Here's my second one. Now I'm going to do the little dots, just so I can do them around the sentiment and around the ladybugs. Okay, there's number 1. How quick was that? So you can see, I'm going to put these in my case before I lose them. You can see that if you look at both backgrounds, they're totally different because it'll depend how much rolling you do in each color. Oh, you know what I forgot? I wanted to color the wings. with the Wink of Stella, just to add some shimmer and shine. It's so pretty when it glitters like that. I love that. Okay, there's the one wing. Let me do the other. I need to squeeze this. It's getting dry. And then I will pick a name at the end of my video for both of these cards. And I forgot to take something out from my stash. I'll still do a prize at the end from my stash. I forgot to take something out for you guys. Okay, so there's the two cards, and there's the clear Wink of Stella on the wing. So that's card number 1. Now we're going to move over to the one with the whale on it. And the ribbon I'm using this time is the Grosgrain Highland Heather. The ink refills, like I told you at the beginning, Flirty Flamingo, Highland Heather, and Pool Party this time. Let me bring all the layers in. This is going to all scraps to do my whale. I've got white, Pool Party, and Highland Heather. The card base is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5.5, and that's Flirty Flamingo. Then we've got Highland Heather, 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm going to glue that to the card base. And then we're going to roll some more marbles. Okay, so let me set that aside. Same sizes of layers. Again, the scallop circle, this is Flirty Flamingo, and then the Whisper, or Basic White. Let me bring in the clear case. There's my 3 marbles. So here's the Pool Party, Highland Heather. Nope, I got 2 drops on that one. And Flirty Flamingo. So again, there's the 3 marbles. We're going. Whoops, wait a minute. I got to glue the cardstock on the inside. Inside lid. Close the lid, shake, 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 roll those marbles. Now I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to work my little masterpiece. So you can see the white is getting full of ink. I'm going to flip it over one more time, run it through the ink. Flip it over. Okay, I think we're good. So let's see what we did this time. No, I want more right here. So let me do that. See if I can direct it to the bottom. It's almost like playing pinball machine. Okay, there we go. Let me bring that close so you can see all 3 colors. Isn't that neat? I like how it makes little squiggly lines too. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this to the card base. So for those of you guys that like to do techniques, this is a really neat one. There's that. Now we're going to do the ribbon, and I'm almost out of ribbon on this roll, so I'm just going to pull that off. And I did the card vertically instead of horizontally this time. So we're going to tie a bow over on the left. Bring in my loops. Trim this up. And then we're going to, before I glue the white, I need to do some sponging, but we can glue the Flirty Flamingo scallop circle. So I can see a lot of hearts. You guys really like this. You need to try it. It's really fun. I don't like how my bow's sitting. Let me see if I can twist that a little bit. Okay, that's better. Now I'm going to add this right here. And what I did with because it's a whale and it's kind of swimming in the water, I'm just going to add a little bit of sponging to the middle. Very subtle. Okay, so there's my circle. Now I'm going to use the whale punch and do up all my little pieces. Now on this one, I need the whale and this little wing, or fin, I should say. And then we're going to do the little spout with the water. So we need these two. And then I just need the white. There's two pieces there, I think. No, there's one piece. So just this long, skinny piece with the white. Okay, now let me bring in my liquid glue. We're going to glue all these little pieces on. So that goes on the bottom. And then I'm going to add the little fin with a mini dimensional. Let's see, and that goes like, do I get it facing? No, it goes the other way, I think. No, I had it right. Oh, I glued it on the wrong side. This little piece right here kind of lines up your fin. So you can see it fits right over that. And that's how you know you have it in the right spot. Now let me glue that. Get that ready to glue. I'm going to use Highland Heather for the congratulations. That's going to go right on the bottom of my circle. And now we can glue the whale in place. And you can actually use, I'm going to show you, let me put this in place. You can actually use this little tiny, if you cut one out with black or gray, but I opted to use my Stampin' Blends, and I'm just going to make a dot. It's kind of hard to glue those sometimes when they're so small. Okay, now I need to glue these in place. So that's going to go right here. And then the little splash. And I'm going to use my Clear Wink of Stella and just color that, those two pieces. Let's see if I can bring it up to the camera so you can see how good that looks when it's sparkly. And we're going to glue that in place. And that will be card number 2. Okay, so let me bring the cards back in. So there's the one with the whale, and then here's the one with the ladybugs. How cute is that? And look, I'm going to show you, look at the mess that's created on the second card. But again, I'm just going to go to the kitchen and just run this through the water from my faucet. It'll come right off. Okay, so that's it for today for the cards. We're going to, I will have a prize. Stana Johnson. So I had number 8 and number 19. Stana wins something from my stash. Let me just write this down so I don't forget. And thanks so much for joining me. And don't forget to go order the Ways of the Ocean bundle, you guys. You're going to love this stuff. And again, I'll send you 9 free project sheets to use with your products. I will be back on Friday on my Debbie's Designs page with Friday stamping. Have a good remainder of the week, everyone. Thanks for visiting with me. Bye-bye.